I was today years old when I found out that the Rep Fitness Arcadia Functional Trainer had a twin brother who takes roids. The No Fake channel checking in. Jonathan here, and today we are going to be reviewing, discussing, analyzing the Rep Fitness Arcadia MAX and their recent limited edition release on this Home Gym Weekend Review.
Yeah, time for that weekly news update.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you not familiar, the Rep Fitness Arcadia MAX seems to be the bigger, beefier, heftier version to Rep Fitness's Arcadia Functional Trainer. The Arcadia MAX comes in just a little bit taller than the Arcadia at 88 inches. The good news is that's probably going to fit in almost every room in your home, your garage, and even in your basement. I've got a low basement ceiling here, and yes, I did measure to see if it would fit, and my basement ceiling is 90 inches. So if this video happens to hit 10,000 views, when this video hits 10,000 views, I will buy the Arcadia MAX, assemble it, and make a complete review video for you.
Hot diggity dog.
Probably the most overrated concern when it comes to functional trainers is the weight on the stacks. Now, the Arcadia MAX, like so many others, has a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning that the 220-pound stacks on each side is going to feel like 110 pounds, which is actually quite a lot of weight. But Rep Fitness does sell a booster pack to jack this thing up to 270 pounds on each side, giving you a real feel of one side being 135 pounds. They go a step further by telling you that the cable itself can actually hold like 540 pounds. So if you happened to put a gym pin on there and stack a whole bunch of weights or use bands in order to increase the resistance, you could get 270 pounds feel on one side alone of that functional trainer.
Inconceivable.
As I just mentioned, it does come with band pegs, which I happen to feel is an underrated, quick, and easy way to add resistance and gives a beautiful resistance curve at your max power position.
And it feels different. It feels fantastic.
Because it's Rep Fitness, you already know they've got a lot of accoutrement built in to give you that premium feel, like integrated pulley handles, built-in storage, and drop-in adder weights that are quick to adjust if you happen to be in between individual plates as far as resistance levels. It also comes in two colors, black and white, and a limited release, which we're going to talk about shortly. Where most functional trainers allow you to get any color option you want, as long as it's black, Rep Fitness has base colors in black and white, and I just love to see more companies putting out color options because so many of us really want to have an aesthetic home gym that is somewhat color coordinated.
What's in the box?
For those of you who've never assembled a functional trainer, you may actually not appreciate this fact, but supposedly they have built in to the actual delivery package as many pulleys and cables pre-run as humanly possible, meaning the assembly should be much quicker than your typical functional trainer. Coming in $600 more than their Arcadia, you are essentially paying for a taller and wider, heavier unit. Now, the extra width should not only give it more stability, but also give you better range of motion on stuff like flies if you happen to be a taller individual. Also, because it is taller, you are going to have more height options on your trolleys. I will say so many people tend to get bent out of shape because they feel like the marketing utilizes short kings in order to give you the wrong perspective on how some of the exercises are going to handle. I know with the Arcadia MAX, they purposely put in their video some dude who was like 6'3", someone who was 6'1", and someone who I think was even 6'5", to show you that you can easily do the basic exercises that we love without any restrictions of motion. Keep in mind, for those of you that are concerned about your range of motion, most of you are just lying about your height on your Tinder profile.
Got it.
The majority of human beings across the world are below 6'3". I think something like 3% of the population is actually 6'3" or taller. Today's video is brought to you by the letter S for shorts. If you are looking for shorts, check out Easy Run, link in the description. They do have some really nice multi-tone designs. And now for the toughest pill to swallow, the cost. The Arcadia MAX with the upgraded weight option, which I think a lot of you are gonna wanna do, comes in at $2,920. As I've mentioned, when this video hits 10,000 views, I am going to
pay that man his money.
Get the Arcadia MAX in-house for a complete review.
No! No!
Comparing it to the rest of the competition, we are going to compare the base unit, which matches up almost like for what I'm going to mention, and that is $2,600. Even keep in mind the Arcadia is $2,000. Now, if you want to compare it to the FT5000, the Rep Fitness Functional Trainer that they are phasing out,
Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it, because you are going out.
that is $2,250 at the moment for the same weight stacks on each side. But again, not the same exact functional trainer. Now, moving across to a competitor, Titan Fitness, as we know, their functional trainer, which I had a previous version of in my home, worked fantastic, comes in at $2,600, free shipping. The only caveat to the Titan Fitness is that they throw sales like every day of the week. So technically, I think for most days, it's actually going to be under what the Rep Fitness Arcadia MAX offers, although it doesn't seem to have as many of the nice bells and whistles. Comparing similar but not exact product like the Titan Fitness or the FT5000 from Rep Fitness, you have the Crandall Fitness Functional Trainer. Same weight stacks on each side as far as weight, 2-to-1 ratio, and that is $2,300, giving you a $300 savings. But there are some of the nicer bells and whistles that Rep Fitness has that Crandall Fitness doesn't. I think the price tag is glaring when you look at the Fringe Sport Dane. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, this isn't a functional trainer. It is a functional trainer and half rack built into one. The only shortcoming is that it comes with a 1-to-1 ratio rather than a 2-to-1 ratio, which does have some limitations. But for $100 less, you are not just getting a functional trainer, you're also getting a full half rack that is absolutely monstrous. Clearly, the Rep Fitness Arcadia MAX is priced higher than functionally similar, pardon the pun, competition. But they do add a lot of the extra bells and whistles that many of us not only want, but we appreciate and we are willing to pay for. When the Rep Fitness Arcadia MAX dropped, they did have a limited edition release, having built only 50 units with a specialized coloring scheme, and I think they charged an additional $100. Now, if you're watching this video, it's already sold out, but I want to know from you, comment down below, what do you think of home gym companies offering limited edition releases? As far as my personal opinion, I don't mind it so long as they still have the base unit offering for people to buy, because I don't want companies to make, say, like 100 or even 1,000 specialized units, drive up the price, drive up the hype, and then leave Johnny-come-lately high and dry. Currently, my wife is praying that this video doesn't hit 10,000 views. So if you want to help her out, make sure you don't watch this video again from some of your other electronic devices. If you made it this far, we are officially best friends. Please watch another video. That's the best way you can support this channel. And as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.